everyone, and welcome to the Odds Honest Truth Sunday morning edition, the fast-hitting Sunday morning NFL bet show. I'm Craig Orbanoff. That's Rich Wilhelm. You can follow us on Twitter at Seagorth94, at Coda522, this show at Odds Honest Truth, or if you want to get every single bet that is being played by Rich, by me, by everyone in our community, you got to give me one of these. You got to head on over to Chalkboard. Head on over to Chalkboard, download the app, join the Odds Honest Truth message board. We just hit 300 members as of last night, so a lot of people getting involved and downloading the app and sharing picks and plays and bets and analysis and opinions, and it's a really great place to learn how to become a better bettor, and additionally make some money, which is why we're doing all of this. So let's dive right into this, Rich, and let's start with our New York Football Jets, because my goodness, did they get bit by the injury bug this week. There's basically no active players left on the New York Jets team. And the Saints have been a team getting beat down as well, but they're getting a little bit healthier, like their Taysom Hill's fingers had an opportunity to heal up a little bit more, and they're getting a little better. So this is where I'm going to hammer most of my betting. If you are in Chalkboard, you saw we plugged the promotion on Thursday Night Football to get yourself a nice free bet. And both running backs had crazy games. So either way you went on that one, you have either like a $100 free bet or a close to $200 free bet. So I'm taking my free bet and I'm putting it into this parlay. We got Alvin Kamara to score a touchdown. He's the only real weapon on the Saints. I think he's going to get into the end zone pretty early. Zach Wilson over half an interception. The Jets are going to be down. He's going to have to throw it around, chuck it up there. He's bound to throw at least one. New Orleans Saints -5.5. The Jets don't have the ability to score any points. And Alvin Kamara over 68.5. The odds there +410. So my $104 free bet could return $426.40. I'm excited by that parlay. I also bet this with all the straights because I used my free bet in the parlay. I used my actual money on all of those individually. So maybe 3 out of 4 hit. I'm still netting positive. That's really where I'm going to focus my betting. We'll see how that does. And if I'm sitting pretty, maybe I'll play around in the 4 o'clock and Sunday night games this week. Which are some pretty exciting matchups. Rich, I know we had some debates on Thursday. Why don't you talk me through what your betting slate is looking like for this NFL afternoon?
Well, I mean, the good thing is all the spreads that we talked about on Thursday, they're going up, which means if you got them at the number we told you to get them at, you're sitting pretty. We got Cowboys at -4. That spread right now is at -6.5. Tony Pollard's out for the Cowboys, but that's not going to change a whole lot. It just means Zeke has to eat, which I think he can. And, they're full strength, across the board, defense, offense, everyone's back besides Pollard. Seahawks, we got them at 7.5 for Thursday. They're now at 8.5, which
9, what I'm looking at
9.
Actually.
So it went up a half a point since I left my kitchen
Your
table.
phone 2 seconds ago.
Yeah. So it probably went up to 9 because David Johnson's out for the Texans. So they have absolutely no weapons outside of Brandon Cooks. And he can't do it all because he can't play defense. So I think the Seahawks definitely win this game by like 14 points. Baltimore, we got them at +3 on Thursday. I think they're +2.5 now. Again, I don't understand how they're not favored. They just beat the same team 2 weeks ago and nothing really has changed. There's more injuries on the Cleveland side of the ball with COVID and injuries and everything else right now. And the last two, Chargers, we got them on Thursday where we were going to take them at 10.5. Now you can get them at 9.5. Mike Williams is playing. Chris Harris is playing. And the Giants are starting Mike Glennon. So there's really no way in my mind that the Chargers are going to lose. They're going to win, but they're going to win by at least 10. And then last but not least, the Packers, we said, let's do it at 12.5. Now you can get them at 11.5 against the Bears, and the Packers just destroy the Bears every time they play. Rodgers has that bum toe, but he's had it for a month, and it seems like it's his superpower at this point because he's just beating the walls off. So, I really like those spreads. I think that the spreads, they started this week kind of scary, and then they ended up kind of just falling in everyone's laps just based on the injuries and everything else. And the other two things that I want to bring up, we have people on the chalkboard that are always, putting their bets out there. One guy that we post his stuff every single week, named is John Rose. He's got 2 picks for you. He's got Marquise Valdez-Scantling. And he's doing a unique one. He's doing his long reception over 19.5. So, this year he's been injured for a good chunk. And he has a track record of a boom or a bust. So John is pretty much saying that, Aaron Rodgers likes to throw the ball up. And he thinks that if he's going to get a catch or two, one of them is going to be over 20 yards. Easy. You score that in one play if you want. And then his other one is Travis Kelce over 5.5 receptions. Last week, it was, an up and down week for Kelce, to say the least. It's a perfect buy low option because Kelce normally hits this number. And again, the Raiders are in shambles. I'd be happy taking the Chiefs -10 in this game too, because Waller is not playing. So it's Jacobs and Carr versus the world. Hunter Renfrow, he's been the fantasy god lately, but I don't know. I think the Chiefs kind of go on a tear with this one too. So a lot of fun games. A lot of easy ways to win money this week. You can kind of bet every one of these spreads if you're looking at it based on the COVID and the injuries, especially at the Lions. The one thing I want to say about the Lions and Broncos game, bet the under. There's no way that they're going to score because the Lions don't have healthy players and the Broncos have Teddy Bridgewater. So go under. That's my final thought of this week.
Yeah, that over-under is at 42 points. I don't see that being more than a 14-3 type of game.
Yeah.
Seems pretty safe. I actually just parlayed every single thing you said that was a game, and I bet it, because why not?
There you go. Let me know if I'm right or wrong.
We'll find out together,
Yeah.
But no, honestly, you make a lot of valid points. We debated the Cowboys and the Washington game pretty heavily, and there's still a piece of me that isn't sold on what the Cowboys are selling. But after some deeper dives, and this is why I think it's important, right? That we do this show on Sunday mornings and you think through your bets a little bit. After thinking this through, you look at some of the injury side, you look at the strength of the competition over the last couple of weeks. Yeah, I think the Cowboys might be the better team. There's a lot of distraction and noise coming from the Cowboys locker room that I don't particularly like. It's typically something that I don't enjoy and go for. But I think I've been convinced. I think the Cowboys win this one at that 6.5. So sorry for anyone who bet with me on Thursday. Maybe cancel your bet.
Well, I don't know if they win by 6.5. I was a lot more.
You had them at 5.5, right? Or 4.5?
4. It's just 4.
Yeah.
So I'm a lot. I don't know. I don't know if they win by a touchdown, but I hope so.
I think they probably do, but
yeah.
We'll find out at 1 o'clock. So guys, thank you so much for listening to this NFL AM edition of the Odds Honest Truth. Again, make sure to get involved over at Chalkboard, where you can see everyone in our community's picks in place. Simply download the app, head on over to the Odds Honest Truth board, and we're still giving away that bottle of free whiskey, #ITM whiskey, in any of the boards, and we'll be selecting that winner on Wednesday and getting that bottle mailed out, hopefully just in time for the holidays. I got to talk to PTF about that one, but we're very excited. We'll be announcing that on Wednesday. Again, make sure you follow along on Twitter, join the Chalkboard, and until next time, allegedly, that'll do it.